Hey, what's good? I'm doing an interesting video for you. So I wanted to take a look at the horse artwork and just appreciate what the artist has done with the artwork. So that's what this video will be about. Is just I have a stack of horse cards and just horse artwork appreciation basically. So yeah. So let's go and get into this thing. So I'm gonna just slowly go through all the cards and that I have in the stack. So yeah, some of the ones in the back are in multiple. Some are in foil and some are not. So yeah. So this one I got signed by the artist, which was at the Hunter Burton memorial thing. So I made sure to bring this one, and then I have another one that's signed by him as well. That's a Pegasus basically. So, but I wish they would do more art like this for the horses in armor and stuff like that. I mean, it's just really quite cool. So this would be another really cool one that I wish they would do more of, like a lightning horse or something like that. So because it's really quite cool to have the lightning come down and have the horse come out of it. So this is another thing that I wish that they would do more of, which is robot horses, or like kind of chrome horses, or however you want to put this type of horse for a definition, basically. So, but yeah, it's really quite cool. And then Crush of Summer. So I bought this off of eBay, signed by and the place I bought off of was Star City Games, and they had it signed by the artist, so it was actually pretty cool. So, so I'm happy to be able to use it and have it for the collection. So, Showmare. This art's really quite cool too, especially in foil. So because the flames really pop at the foiling and stuff like that. And then Plague Mirror. So I'll show off the foiling with this. So see how the nostrils are kind of lighting up with the foil. That's kind of what's happened with the Showmare too, with the flames where it's in foil. So it's a really gorgeous horse card. So, but yeah, the light is also really pretty too with the foiling. So, and then Timber Charger. This is actually pretty cool too, with the explosion in the background. And also kind of like a desert kind of area, or how you want to put it. So, and then I bet this would look really cool in foil. I think I do have a produced version of it in foil, and I think, or no, I think the produced version is different. But I bet this would look really cool in foil though. So, and then Gold Steed, Zombie Horse. Which actually looks pretty cool too. And then Stallion. This actually looks really cool too, with the light in the background, making the whole horse pop. I bet that would look really good in photo too. And then Gilda. I was so happy whenever I saw this was a horse mount. It's like it's such a cool look for a horse card. And I wish they would do more horses kind of like this, where it's like a cool perspective. I mean, they've already done a few of them already, but they need to do more of them kind of like this. Yeah. Well, it. I mean, it has horses in it, so it's like, well, I thought that's right in. Plus, you know, it's basically a horse vehicle, basically. So, in my perspective of my eyes, so. But the art for this is really cool too. So it's like, well, I'll at least throw this in just to make it cool. So, and then Killeth. Actually, a pretty cool art as well with the whole sky in the background and all that. So, Surge Mare. I wish they would do more arts like this too for like the horse cards. Have an underwater perspective because this is really cool, especially in foil. So, and then Brightfield Mustang. So it looks like this has a little more armor on it too. I think it's part saddle as well, but a little more armor. So that's pretty cool to see as well. They need to do definitely more armored horses. That'd be really quite cool. So that might be something that might happen in 2026 when it's Year of the Horse. So I'm hoping. So Waybreak Hippocamp. This is really cool art as well. With it having come out of the water and splashes around the back feet and stuff or legs. So Cosmos Charger, Horse Spirit. This would be a pretty cool thing that I would like to see again too, is more horse spirits. So Downmare, just one of the most prettiest artworks for a horse card, in my personal opinion. So this sort of the double rainbow and then all the sun and all that. Yeah, it's just gorgeous. Fimare, they need to do Neurocycle like the horses in M19. They need to do Neurocycle like that in a set. Because this is really cool to see. I hope that they do another one in the future. So, and then Thunder Nightmare. They're really cool horse art. They're a horse spirit. So I wish they would come in foil, but I also get it's a commander card, so that may not be possible, but yeah. Fraction Warhorse. One of the more stranger arts, but I mean, it's still kind of cool, so. And then this is where the twos come into play. So, Calamity, and then a non-foil Calamity. So, but the flames, or the fire really pops with the foiling. And you can kind of see where that might come into play with the shield mirror that I was showing off earlier. So, but yeah, it looks really quite cool. And then the regular non-foil. So, and then Shawfax, obviously I had to throw this in too. And then the showcase scroll foil. So you can kind of see the difference, where they took out some of the color, but it still looks pretty cool though. Looks like a little dust cloud or whatever around it, so looks pretty neat. And then Costa Bronco, and then a non-foil. So But yeah, the one thing that they need to bring back more of is horse mounts. Is That's one of my most favorite things about the recent sets lately is the horse mounts. So motivated pony, which is really, really quite cool. I don't know whose horse that is. I don't know if it's build a pony in a different shading of color. I don't know, but it's really, really cool art though, with all the trees and stuff in the background. So, and then there's Build a Pony and the foil, and then another foil. Yeah, I forgot that I had that. Whoops, but that's good. So the waterfall really shines really well with the foiling too. So, and then Guardian Summer, the first place foil, which the background's a little hard to tell on the first place foil, but the gold looks really cool with it though. But, and then here's the Prettiest promo. So this is one that I did not submit from my PSA submission I did recently. Just because as you guys can probably see from the border, it's not that even on both sides. So, like, it probably would have gotten a 9 just by that. So, I was like, well, I'll just use it for a pretty cool art video. So, but yeah. And then the horse from Doctor Who, which I was surprised that they made a horse for the Doctor Who set, but given the iconic probably scene that this comes from, which is horse in the, or girl in the fireplace scene, then I was like, well, it makes sense, and also given the Doctor's horsemanship also makes sense too. So, and then Phobos from the Assassin's Creed. I love this art that they did for Phobos. I wish that there would have been more horses that would have been included in the Assassin's Creed set. But I also do get that it's more about the assassins than the horses, so I do understand that perspective. But I just wish that there would have been more stuff that they could have done, but that also involves like copyright and all that stuff too, and laws and all that, so I get that, but it's still cool that they made Phobos though. So this is just a gorgeous scene, and especially in foil. So with the sunset and all that stuff is like, yeah, that's really, really gorgeous. So that's basically it for the horses. And then this is just some honorable mentions for like kind of spells and things that I found that be kind of cool to show off. So throw from the saddle. Just a really, really cool art of a horse throwing off a person from a saddle. So that's pretty cool. So, and then take a ride. Really cool art there. And then run over, which is from Aether Drift. This is really cool too. It's like a goat, I think is the with the horns, or it's I can't think of what the other animal is that has horns. Yeah, I'm drawing a blank right now, but this is really cool in foil. So, and then Bounding Faladar. So it has a horse in the side of the art, which is really, really quite cool. And then there's a few more in the background. So that's really, really quite cool for a scene as well that I wish that they would do more of. So, and then Horses of Brunnen from Lord of the Rings. Just a really, really cool art as well, especially in foil. So the scene's actually really pretty cool too. So, and then shared animosity from Lord of the Rings, and then Ride Down, and then the non-full of Run Over. So, but yeah, so that's pretty much it for the video. So thank you for watching, and yeah, I will catch you later. All right, later, guys.